Alright guys, welcome back. This is another Asian build that I made recently. It's supposed to sort of be a continuation of my previous build with the bridge. So you got this guy that has now made his way to the gate, on his way to the temple. So that build is coming up. So just wanted to build sort of like a gatehouse type structure. So first you got this classic Asian gate in red, which contrasts quite a bit with the rest of the build. So that's white and tan. Got some brown support structures, and then some black accents for the roof and the windows. Some gold details just to make it a little more fancy. Then to make it a little more interesting, you got these cherry blossoms on each side, sort of frame the whole thing. So these are made just with flex tubes that are intertwined. You got some leaf pieces as the connection point, and then on those, a bunch of stalks with pink flowers on them. Also got some elephant trunks in dark brown here, just to make it a little more interesting. So you got that going on both sides. And then the structure for the walls here is pretty basic, pretty repetitive. Well, I shouldn't say basic, it's wildly time consuming, but creates a rather interesting structure. So you got that going on all the way around on each side. These Ninjago fence pieces, which are awesome. So you got the same basic structure for all three buildings. So the front two ones are identical. And then you got the actual gate back here, which is sort of mirrored with this red gate. So what's probably most striking, or what I spent most time figuring out, I should say, is the roof. Because you got the Asian roofs that go up in each corner. That's sort of the hallmark for this type of architecture. So what I did was I figured out a way to get sort of that bend on each of these. So basically you got sections, it's a bit dusty, but never mind that. So you got this section here, which is just a square piece basically, with some decorations or tiles. And then this part right here is where it gets a little more interesting. So that is actually wedge pieces that are connected with hinges underneath. So these two mirror each other. And then at the center is another piece with a couple of hinges and G-slopes that sort of make it look like they're all connected. So that way you get the bend in each corner. So it took me a little while to figure that out, but pretty happy with the result. A lot of G-slopes, smooth things out. So these sections here are just attached with clips underneath So you can bend them down or tilt them down. So use the same basic structure here. And it's the same all the way around on each side. And then these lanterns are pretty much a rip-off of Jonas Kram's lanterns that he made recently for Summerjoust. I kind of like the design of those. And if you like something, you steal it. Just make sure you give credit. But yeah, it's great design. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.